As Prince Philip dies at 99, tributes pour in for husband of Queen Elizabeth II. "It is to Her Majesty and her family that our nation's thoughts must turn today," British Prime Minister Boris Johnson said shortly after Buckingham Palace announced the news. British Prime Minister Boris Johnson led the tributes to Prince Philip on Friday as the country, and the world, reacted to the death of Queen Elizabeth II's husband at the age of 99. Speaking outside his home in London's Downing Street, Johnson said that Philip had helped to steer the royal family and the monarchy so that it remains an institution indisputably vital to the balance and happiness of our national life. He said that Philip was an environmentalist, and a champion of the natural world long before it was fashionable, adding that he had inspired the lives of countless young people with his Duke of Edinburgh award scheme. "We remember the Duke for all of this and, above all, for his steadfast support for Her Majesty the Queen," he said. "Not just as her consort, by her side every day of her reign, but as her husband, her strength and stay, of more than 70 years. And it is to Her Majesty and her family that our nation's thoughts must turn today, because they have lost not just a much-loved and highly respected public figure, but a devoted husband and a proud and loving father, grandfather and, in recent years, great-grandfather." Keir Starmer, leader of the opposition Labour Party, paid his respects to the royal, saying in a statement that the United Kingdom had lost an extraordinary public servant. Prince Philip dedicated his life to our country, from a distinguished career in the Royal Navy during the Second World War to his decades of service as the Duke of Edinburgh, he said. However, he will be remembered most of all for his extraordinary commitment and devotion to the Queen. Justin Welby, the Archbishop of Canterbury, thanked God for what he said was Philip's life of dedicated service. "As we recover and rebuild after the terrible trial of the coronavirus pandemic, we will need fortitude and a deep sense of commitment to serving others," said Welby. "Throughout his life Prince Philip displayed those qualities in abundance, and I pray that we can take inspiration from his example." In the United States, the White House released a statement from President Joe Biden and First Lady Jill Biden paying tribute to Philip's decades of devoted public service. "On behalf of all the people of the United States, we send our deepest condolences to Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II, the entire royal family, and all the people of the United Kingdom on the death of His Royal Highness Prince Philip, the Duke of Edinburgh," it said. "His legacy will live on not only through his family, but in all the charitable endeavours he shaped," the statement added. "Jill and I are keeping the Queen and to Prince Philip's children, grandchildren, and great-grandchildren in our hearts during this time," it said.